For decades, Rob Reiner has been a beloved figure in Hollywood, an acclaimed director, producer, and actor whose work shaped generations of film lovers. But recently, shocking rumors began circulating online, claiming that Rob Reiner and his wife had died. Within minutes, social media exploded, with thousands sharing updates and reactions that ranged from disbelief to outright panic. For fans, it was a surreal and frightening moment, blending the power of rumor with the speed of modern information. What made these false claims so alarming were the details being shared alongside them. Stories of mysterious accidents, health crises, and sudden hospitalizations flooded timelines, leaving readers unsure what to believe. Headlines screamed tragedy, yet there was no official confirmation, no credible sources, and no statements from Reiner himself. Still, the virality of the rumors made it feel real, showing just how quickly misinformation can spiral. This isn't just a story about a celebrity hoax. It's a glimpse into how dangerous unchecked rumors can be in today's digital age. Social media thrives on urgency, fear, and emotion, and in this case, fans were caught between love for a public figure and a terrifying, entirely false narrative. In this video, we'll break down the 7 most horrifying details that spread during this rumor, explain what's true and what's completely fabricated, and reveal how this viral storm became one of the most shocking online celebrity hoaxes in recent memory. When the rumors about Rob Reiner and his wife first surfaced, many fans were caught completely off guard. Within minutes, social media feeds were flooded with screenshots, reports, and messages warning of tragedy. Some posts described vague health emergencies or accidents, while others went further, claiming sudden deaths. The speed and intensity of these posts made the situation feel real, even though, at that moment, no credible source had confirmed anything. In today's digital age, the line between fact and fiction can blur in an instant, and this hoax proved it. The origins of the rumor were difficult to trace. Often, such false claims begin with a single unverified post or a satirical article misread as fact. From there, algorithms amplify sensational content, spreading it to millions in a matter of hours. For Reiner, a Hollywood veteran known for his work behind the camera on films like This Is Spinal Tap and A Few Good Men, the idea of a sudden, shocking death was entirely fabricated. Yet it felt frighteningly plausible to some fans who had not yet checked reliable news sources. The viral nature of this hoax also revealed how quickly misinformation can exploit human emotions. Fear, empathy, and curiosity push people to share content without verification. In many cases, followers were motivated by love and concern, wanting to alert others to a perceived tragedy. Ironically, this same compassion helped the rumor gain momentum, creating a self-reinforcing cycle of panic and disbelief. Complicating matters. MAINSTREAM news outlets initially hesitated to address the hoax directly, waiting for confirmation. That gap created a vacuum that social media quickly filled. Bloggers, Twitter users, and even some entertainment-focused websites contributed to the narrative, often repeating unverified claims. Each new post, no matter how dubious, added weight to the illusion of authenticity. For fans, it became increasingly difficult to distinguish reality from rumor, a testament to how viral misinformation operates in modern digital culture. Experts studying online hoaxes note that celebrity deaths are among the fastest-spreading rumors. Emotional attachment, public recognition, and a desire to respond quickly make these stories particularly potent. Rob Reiner's case is a textbook example. His career spans decades, his influence is widespread, and his presence in pop culture makes any shocking claim about him inherently attention-grabbing. Even a single false detail, an alleged hospital visit, a misinterpreted social media post can ignite widespread panic. By the end of the first wave, the Reiner hoax had already been shared thousands of times, creating confusion and anxiety among fans. Many who encountered the posts initially believed them, while others approached with skepticism but still felt compelled to investigate. The virality demonstrated that in today's online environment, the reputation of a public figure can be challenged instantly by baseless claims, highlighting the need for critical thinking and media literacy in an era dominated by speed over verification. As the Reiner hoax continued to circulate, several specific details began gaining traction online. One of the most widely shared claims involved a supposed accident at their home, described in vague and dramatic terms. Screenshots of anonymous posts and fabricated news clippings were shared repeatedly, each iteration adding small embellishments to make the story more believable. Although no legitimate media outlet reported any such incident, the repetition across multiple platforms created the illusion of credibility for casual viewers. Another popular detail centered on alleged hospitalizations. Social media posts suggested that Rob Reiner had been rushed to the ICU while his wife was receiving emergency care. Once again, these posts were unverified and contained no sources. Yet because they appealed to common fears and relied on specific, medical-sounding language, they seemed plausible enough to gain attention. For fans scrolling quickly, the combination of urgency and specificity made skepticism difficult. The hoax also exploited celebrity culture itself. Rob Reiner's decades-long career, filled with both on-screen and behind-the-scenes success, made him a familiar and trusted figure. Fans' emotional connection created fertile ground for misinformation. People wanted to believe they were being warned, and in that urgency, critical thinking was often suspended. The hoax highlighted how emotional resonance can amplify the spread of false narratives. Even when no evidence exists, compounding the problem, other social media users speculated about the Reiners' personal lives, fabricating stories about family involvement or mysterious circumstances surrounding the alleged tragedy. These fictional details created a chain reaction, each iteration feeding into the next. By the time the rumor reached mainstream discussion forums, it had already morphed into something much more elaborate than the original post. Demonstrating how easily misinformation can evolve when unchecked, experts analyzing viral hoaxes emphasize the psychological mechanisms at play. Humans are wired to respond emotionally to danger and death, particularly when it involves someone admired. Online environments, with their rapid-fire sharing and algorithmic promotion of high-engagement content, intensify those emotional reactions. The Reiner hoax exploited both the human tendency to respond to urgent news and the structural amplification of social platforms. Eventually, fact-checkers began to respond. Verified news outlets issued statements clarifying that Rob Reiner and his wife were alive and well. Social media users began sharing these corrections, but not before the hoax had already reached hundreds of thousands of people. The persistence of the rumor illustrated a key challenge. Once misinformation enters a network, it continues to circulate even after being debunked. The Reiner incident serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of viral celebrity hoaxes. Even seemingly small, harmless claims can generate widespread panic, emotional distress, and confusion. It also highlights the responsibility of individuals to verify information and think critically before sharing content. In the age of social media, fact and fiction often collide in ways that feel real. But careful examination always reveals the truth. Behind the headlines. As the false reports about Rob Reiner and his wife continued to spread, social media users began circulating additional horrifying details that added layers of drama to the hoax. Some posts claimed that friends or neighbors had witnessed suspicious events, while others alleged that cryptic statements from anonymous sources confirmed the story. None of these claims were substantiated, yet the repetition of specific vivid imagery made the hoax feel real. The psychology behind this is simple. People often trust stories that include concrete details, even if the source is unreliable. The hoax also leveraged the fear of missing out. Many users felt compelled to share posts quickly, warning others before checking their accuracy. This rush to alert friends and followers allowed the misinformation to spread faster than corrections could catch up. Within hours, multiple iterations of the rumor had appeared across Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and even private messaging apps. Each new post reinforced the others, creating a sense of inevitability around a completely fabricated story. At the same time, some news outlets began reporting on the hoax itself, highlighting how viral misinformation can spiral out of control. Articles analyzed the mechanics of social media amplification, noting that emotionally charged rumors, especially those involving celebrities, spread far more quickly than factual updates. For Rob Reiner and his wife, the result was not personal danger, but a sudden flood of attention that forced them to clarify their well-being publicly. Interestingly, the hoax also exposed the ways in which celebrity culture encouraged both belief and skepticism. Fans are emotionally invested in public figures, which makes them highly susceptible to alarming claims. Yet at the same time, many viewers instinctively question the plausibility of these stories. This tension between emotional response and rational doubt highlights the difficulty of navigating truth in landscape dominated by viral content. Experts in digital media note that hoaxes like this one serve as cautionary examples for anyone engaging with online content. The Reiner rumor demonstrated how quickly fiction can appear factual when it aligns with emotional expectations. People tend to remember dramatic claims, while corrections and clarifications often receive far less attention. This asymmetry explains why celebrity hoaxes continue to emerge, and why debunking them can feel like an uphill battle by the time the Reiners addressed the situation. The false details had already circulated widely. The couple's public clarification served as the definitive end of the hoax, but the episode left a lingering impression about the power of online rumors. Fans were reminded that not everything shared on social media is trustworthy, no matter how urgent or sensational it may seem. Ultimately, the viral spread of false information surrounding Rob Reiner and his wife is a testament to the speed and reach of modern communication, as well as the human tendency to react emotionally to shocking claims. While the hoax was harmless in terms of physical risk, it was emotionally disruptive and highlighted the need for vigilance, critical thinking, and reliance on verified sources when confronted with alarming news. In the aftermath of the viral Reiner hoax, many observers reflected on why such rumors gain traction so quickly. Social media platforms are designed to prioritize engagement, often amplifying content that evokes strong emotions. Stories of celebrity deaths, even when false, naturally trigger fear, curiosity, and empathy. For Rob Reiner's fans, the combination of shock, love for his work, and concern for his family created the perfect environment for misinformation to flourish. One key factor in the spread was the blending of fact and fiction. The hoax included enough realistic-sounding details, names of hospitals, vague mentions of emergencies, and supposed eyewitness accounts that casual viewers assumed the story had some truth. This subtle mixing of plausible elements with pure fabrication is a common technique in viral hoaxes, making them harder to detect and easier to share without verification. Another significant element was the speed of information. In the digital age, news travels faster than fact-checking. By the time verified sources issued corrections, thousands of social media users had already read and shared the false reports. Even after debunking, the hoax continued circulating, demonstrating the lasting impact of initial misinformation. This stickiness of false content highlights the importance of pause, verification, and critical thinking before sharing online posts. Experts emphasize that celebrity hoaxes like this are not only entertainment but also social experiments in human behavior. People tend to respond emotionally to perceived crises, particularly when they involve beloved figures. The Reiner case exemplifies how emotional responses can override skepticism, even when logic or prior knowledge suggests otherwise. It also underscores the responsibility of individuals to verify content before amplifying it. Importantly, the Reiner hoax serves as a reminder for fans and the public alike. Sensational claims should never be accepted at face value. Rob Reiner and his wife are alive and well, and the panic generated by the false reports demonstrates the vulnerability of online communities to misinformation. Social media users learned, perhaps the hard way, that speed and virality do not equal truth. The incident also offers lessons for celebrities and public figures. Even unfounded rumors can spread rapidly, forcing them to address false claims publicly. In this case, a simple statement confirming their health was enough to dispel the panic. But it highlights the potential stress and disruption caused by viral hoaxes. Ultimately, the story of Rob Reiner and the false death reports is a cautionary tale for our digital era. It illustrates how quickly misinformation can spread, how emotional triggers amplify its impact, and why verification and skepticism are essential. While the details of the hoax were fabricated, the lessons it offers about online behavior, media literacy, and the power of viral content are very real. Fans can take comfort in the fact that Reiner and his wife remain safe. But the episode leaves a lasting reminder. In the age of social media, not everything you read should be believed.